Okay, Algebra 1. I am going to attempt to answer the first question in assignment or lesson 100. Question number 1 here says, at 3 p.m. Brunhild headed north at 30 kilometers per hour. 2 hours later, Ludwig headed south at 40 kilometers per hour. At what time will they be 340 kilometers apart? So the way that we start that problem is by drawing our diagram here, where we see they both start in the middle. You've got Brunhild heading north at 30 kilometers per hour and Ludwig heading south at 40 kilometers per hour. The time that they left will come in later. We don't need to think about that right now. First, we want to talk about distance, or they're asking for the distance. What time will they be 340 kilometers apart? So distance is 340 kilometers apart. That's what we're about to focus on. So we need to know the distance of both of them. How far they distance each other. When does it equal 340 kilometers? So you've got rate of Brunhild times time of Brunhild, which is distance. Rate times time gives you distance. Plus the rate of Ludwig times the time of Ludwig. That's distance of Ludwig. When will those distances together add up to 340 kilometers? And so we know that the rate of Brunhild was 30 kilometers per hour. We know that the rate of Ludwig is 40 kilometers per hour. So then we can write our equation here that says that the time, we know those two things. We also know that, the time that Brunhild left was 3 p.m., but the time that Ludwig left was 2 hours later. So we say the time of Brunhild equals the time of Ludwig plus 2 hours. So we take that information, all of that information there, and we're going to translate it over here into this equation that says, this is what we started with. Our distance plus our distance equals the 340 distance. So we can replace our rate of Brunhild with 30, and we can replace our time of Brunhild with this equation here. Our time of Brunhild equals time of Ludwig plus 2. Okay, so our equation is 30 times, parentheses, time of Ludwig plus 2. That is the same thing as saying our rate of Brunhild times time of Brunhild, plus then our rate of Ludwig, which we know is 40, times our time of Ludwig, which we're leaving unknown still. So we're solving for time of Ludwig here in this equation. You can see that. So we work this out, and this is all going to equal our distance of 340 kilometers. So then you work this out, distributive property, 30 TL plus 60 plus our 40 TL equals 340. That gives us 70 TL equals 280, because we've subtracted our 60 from both sides and added our TLs. We divide that by 70, both sides by 70, which gives us 4. That is 4 hours. In 4 hours, they will be 340 kilometers apart. So then we come back to the 3 p.m. start time for Brunhild, but we can't say 4 hours from then, because part of the equation is that Ludwig started 2 hours later. So 5 p.m. is really the time we need to add the 4 hours to, which gives us a total of 9 o'clock p.m. That is the answer for number 1.